Hi, my name is Jennifer Carole, and I'd like to tell you a bit about the kind of coaching that I do. The Core Energy coaching process was designed by IPEC. That's the Institute of Professional Excellence in Coaching, and that's the program that I attended. It worked out really well because it happens to be a paradigm that I could adopt very easily, absolutely consistent with how I operate in the world. Essentially, core energy coaching lets you break through your limiting thoughts and emotional responses by replacing them with supportive, and empowering beliefs that lead to powerful and consistent actions. So let me slow down and say that again, because it can sound a little complicated and those are a lot of big words in a row. But really what you're going to do is you'll replace the limiting thoughts and beliefs that you have, and we all have them. Sometimes I call them blocks, but those things that prevent you from doing what it is you want to do, with new thoughts and beliefs that will absolutely improve your experience. So if you have, let's say you're really uncomfortable walking the dog, and you want to be a really good dog walker, like that's important to you to have a good dog walking experience. Well, as we work together, we may find out that you have a number of limiting beliefs about what it means to walk the dog or what you're really doing there. So we would work through that. Now that's maybe a trivial example, but it's a good example of how the things that we believe and those assumptions and interpretations that we've had throughout life can color our impression and color our behavior and change us in ways that limit what we do. So, okay, fine. Now you've got that. So when we connect in coaching, what we do is we connect your internal values with your external goals. So for me, a big value is being authentic. My external goals is to manage to be as authentic as I can in all the things that I do externally. So I think about those two things when I even do something as simple as this video. As we go through the process of coaching, you then focus on developing a plan that's going to help you get sustainable, extraordinary results. It's going to go from being a regular person to a truly optimized person. So here, let me give you an idea of some of the things core energy coaching can do for you. It can help you identify your life purpose or your goals, and then, of course, overcome those blocks. You can recognize those things that are holding you back and re-engineer them so that you can move positively forward in your life. You can pinpoint the root causes of your challenges. So this isn't therapy. I'm not here to do therapy with you, but instead you can figure out that the root cause is that you were once bitten by a dog, and not that you love dogs, you've gotten over that, but the thing is what happened is that you ended up interpreting that in a way that changes your behavior going forward. So we would work on that and figure out a way to tackle that block that's happening there. We focus on long-term solutions, not just quick fixes, and we are all about, in coaching, helping you perform better and accomplishing things to get greater results with less effort. Because when you're really tuned up and in your optimum, it is a lot easier to accomplish what it is you want to accomplish. And you will reduce your stress. It absolutely happens. In fact, a lot of people come into coaching to do time management because they're so stressed out. And then they find out that some of the things that are affecting their time management are some of the blocks and beliefs that they have. And we detangle all of that. And welcome to Odie, who has decided he is going to participate in this video. That's not going to work for me. So Odie, you got to get down. Boom. Okay. So why is it called core energy coaching? There's two types of energy that we live with in our daily lives. One is catabolic energy and the other is anabolic. Now, anabolic, as you might expect if you know the word anabolic, it is positive energy. It's constructive, it expands, it fuels you, and it helps you be creative. And when you're taking action, coaching focuses on you tapping that anabolic energy so you get positive results. Catabolic energy, on the other hand, is negative energy, and it can be destructive, draining, and it can really work against you. In fact, for a lot of people, it becomes almost this trap they live in of negativity and feeling like a victim and that they have no power over their life. So we work on eliminating catabolic energy and understanding it, because there are times when you might need it to protect yourself or because it's just appropriate, but other times the anabolic energy is really what you want to tap. So while our energy can fluctuate during the day, understanding the kinds of energy that you need to use to have great results is very, very important. And with coaching, you'll discover how your old habits have kept you trapped, because what typically happens is, especially by the time you're an adult, you have common reactions to things that are based on lifelong behaviors. If we can tackle those and start to ascribe new energy to those responses, if you could imagine every time you get the leash to take the dog out, you kind of have a little bit of a stomachache or feel a little bit of anxiety. If we can work on that energy and make it something that you get excited about, it'll change the whole experience and we'll change it for life. Maybe what you felt all your life so far, but we can change it for lasting results for life. So coaching is very, very positive, and so far I've really loved the results that I've seen with my clients. What is important for you to know is coaching is not therapy. So therapy tends to be backward looking, and it focuses on healing, and it's something that you do to really change a wound or a trauma or something that went wrong in your development. Coaching is not like that. It's very pragmatic. It's why I like it. I might have grown up to be a therapist in another lifetime, but coaching feels really relevant to me and very much aligned with how I've functioned in the world. I like to solve problems. That's kind of what I've done, no matter what it is I've been doing for a career. With coaching, each session is focused on a session goal. So we'll work together to create that action plan. It starts off with me saying, what do you want to work on today? And then we move into why is that important and what has prevented you from getting it done so far. There's a real formula to it in terms of the process we use to go through coaching. But of course, along the way, then it becomes customized to address your individual needs and where you're struggling or where you'd like to manifest some great change. What you can expect when you're being coached, and if you go through a coaching process, is you will absolutely feel more motivated. Most clients can't even believe how good they feel after one session. And of course, I get really excited when they're coming back to the second session and like, I have stuff to show you, Jen, and I did my homework and I've made these changes already. And because of this, I already did that. I mean, people get very excited, and it's something that I enjoy very much in the process, and my clients have enjoyed it too, obviously. You'll feel less stressed, and that's because you're going to approach things in a different way. So you're not going to come at life tapping that catabolic energy. You're going to come into it with a healthy anabolic energy, and that in its very essence is going to change things and change things for you and how you look at them. So you're going to feel your stress start to dissipate, which is of course something we all want, and I want that for you. And then of course you're going to feel better about life. And I can only tell you, like, my very, very personal experience with coaching is it's absolutely made me feel better about life, much more positive. I see more opportunity, and I feel somewhat unlimited, I guess is the way to say it. I feel like there are so many options out there, and I can manifest whatever it is I'd like. So it is truly a way to feel better about your overall life, regardless of if we're working on something with work or working on something in your personal life or finances or managing your time. Whatever it is you want to accomplish, it'll generally affect your overall view of life and how you feel about it. So pragmatically, how does it work? It's super simple. I really recommend that you start with a free consultation. I have that on the schedule. Just go up and schedule an appointment for a free consultation. It's a good way for you to find out if my sense of humor and my style works for you, and to see if I'm somebody you want to work with for the long haul and be able to share personal information with me. Everything we do is confidential. I don't talk about it with anyone, and I want you to know that. But you need to feel comfortable with me as a coach and make sure I'm a right match. And then after that, we can meet every week or every 2 weeks, whatever works for you. I understand there's sometimes some financial situations where you have to figure out what you can afford and how you can afford it. But it generally takes at least 4 sessions to make a difference in tackling the problem that you present with. A lot of folks spend much longer because they get excited about this and they get one area fixed, and then they're like, well, now that we're onto this, let's talk about this. And we just move through the things that have been blocked and stuck for them as we move through the coaching. I can't begin to tell you how powerful coaching has been for me. I've used it with my marketing clients, and we have had dramatic results. It's really gotten us out of some stuck places at times. And that's me as a consultant. I'm not even a bona fide team member, but I've been able to influence the process by bringing what I've learned through coaching into the room. So I want you to know that is truly a solid methodology with lasting results. So I'm going to ask you, what are you waiting for? Set up a free consultation with me today, and I look forward to talking with you.